In the flat, windswept fens of Lincolnshire stands a church so ancient its stones remember kings long turned to dust. St. Botolph's Intent. Locals call it the Boston Stump, a towering beacon of limestone that has watched over the marshes since 1309. For centuries, it stood as a place of peace until November 1954. It began with the candles. On the evening of November 3rd, the church verger, Harold Pike, lit the usual 12 beeswax candles for evening prayer. But when he returned at dawn, something was wrong. The candles hadn't burned down. They had burned up. Wax pooled at the top, not the base. Flames curled downward toward the unlit wicks. The scent in the air wasn't honey or smoke, but something sharp, metallic, like rain on iron. Pike thought it a trick of the light. He relit them. The next night, it happened again. The vicar, Reverend Thomas Elms, witnessed it himself. He described the flames as cold to the touch and silent. No crackle, no hiss. On the third night, November 5th, the village gathered for the traditional bonfire. But inside the church, alone, a young chorister named Peter Wright stayed behind to practice. At 11:47 p.m., neighbors reported hearing a single, blood-curdling scream from the steeple. They found Peter at the base of the spiral stairs, uninjured, but catatonic. In his hand, a candle burned backwards, and carved into his forearm 3 symbols: a circle, a cross, and an eye. He never spoke again. The church closed for 3 weeks. When it reopened, all candles were replaced with electric bulbs. But the mystery didn't end. In 1955, a parapsychologist named Dr. Eleanor Voss gained access to the church records. She discovered something chill. Every 37 years, like clockwork, the same phenomenon had occurred. 1880. A sexton vanished during All Saints' Eve. 1917. A soldier was found weeping in the nave, claiming the stones were whispering the names of the dead. 1954. Peter Wright. The pattern pointed to 1991. That year, a crew arrived to document the anniversary. They set up infrared cameras, audio recorders, and thermal sensors. On the night of November 4th, at exactly 11:33 p.m., every electronic device in the church failed. But their film? Still rolling. The developed footage shows nothing unusual until frame 1842. A single candle on the altar ignites from the top down, and in the reflection of its flame, the silhouette of a man in 17th century clergy robes watching the camera. To this day, St. Botolph uses only electric lights, but locals say that on still November nights, if you press your ear to the western wall, you can hear it, the soft, wet sound of wax melting upward, and a whisper in Latin, "He is coming back." Some places aren't haunted by the dead, They're haunted by time itself. Subscribe to Timeless Mysteries if you dare to remember.